Hey you guys, today I'm going to talk about what happened to me with my foot. And I wanted to just talk to you guys about follow your first mind. On last week, I went to California. I was feeling fine on Wednesday. I was feeling fine when I left. Thursday morning, I kind of was in a little pain in my foot, but wasn't really tripping. I went to eat with my mother. By the time I came back to my sister's house, I can barely walk on my foot. It was hurting so bad. So all of that day, I stayed in the bed until it was the next day for me to go home. And the next day, that Friday, when I got home, I went, no, was it that Friday? Yeah, that Friday, I came home. I laid up because I kind of got back late. So I laid up, I put my foot up, and I just knew it was hurting really, really bad, like a pain that I just couldn't shake. So Saturday, I got up. I told my babe, I was like, I have to go to the hospital. I can't go to work today. I have to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. They like, oh, you refractured your foot, and from me breaking my foot in September. So I'm like, okay, all right, it hurt, whatever. So I came home. They put me on a splint and some crutches. I came home. I put my foot up like I usually do if I hurt my foot. And Sunday, I was like, my foot hurts. Like, I had, one of my toes had, the third toe had, like, start turning colors. And I was like, something's wrong. Like, my foot was burning so bad at the edge of my toenails and under my toenails that I was just like, something's wrong. You just know, like, something's wrong. I kept saying, something's wrong, something's wrong. So I went back and they was like, oh, you just have an infection in your foot and you need to go see a podiatrist to get an MRI and yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, fine. Monday come. I go to my doctor because I'm like, I need to see a podiatrist. The doctor that they gave me on the emergency paper was like, we don't take your insurance or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. So I go to my doctor to get a referral to a podiatrist. So I get there. They like, my doctor saw my foot, didn't say nothing. She was just like, I'm going to take you off of work for 2 weeks until you see a podiatrist, and then they'll release you to go back to work. So I was like, oh my God, I can't be off of work right now, and it's Christmas time, my birthday coming up, and I'm going on a cruise. This just can't be happening right now. So then later that day, like, my foot, like, was hurting. When I say I just couldn't shake it. I just couldn't shake it. So Tuesday, I was supposed to go back to work on Wednesday, but then my doctor took me off. But then I kept saying, I just got to go back to work. I just got to go back to work. And then, because I was just like, even if I just stay in one part of my job, I'll be okay. So, but the pain, like, when I say the pain, I've had surgery on my face. I've had my jaw reconstructed. I've had bone taken out of my leg and put into my face, and I felt like this pain was way more powerful than that when it came to the burning sensation in my toes. So I go to the doctor. Some said go to another doctor, another hospital, because I wasn't getting what I wanted at that hospital I was going to by my house. So I was like, I'm going to go way on the other side of town, and I'm going to go to what people probably consider like the county hospital. It's a trauma center. So I know if a lot of things that goes on in Las Vegas, everybody goes there. If you get shot, you know, if something big happens in Las Vegas, they basically take them there because it's a trauma center. And I'm like, okay, trauma centers usually have a lot of doctors on call, specialists on call. So as soon as I got in the back, I'm telling y'all, the doctor walked in and was like, your foot not broken, it's an infection. So I'm like, okay. He said, well, we're going to have to take an x-ray, and then from the x-ray after that, we'll know if we need to take a sample to see what kind of infection it is. So when he came back and said, we got to take a sample, I was like, oh, shit. Because he was like, if it's just something, we can treat, we can send you home. But if it's an infection, he was like, I have to stick something in you. If water comes out, you can go home. If something else comes out, you have to stay in the hospital. I was like, oh shit, it's about to be Thanksgiving. Oh my God. So as soon as he stuck the needle in to numb my foot, I had like this abscess on my toe that had formed. That's why I kept saying something's wrong, because my toe just kept getting worse. So as soon as he stuck the needle in, it popped, and pus started coming out or whatever. I'm sorry to be graphic, but it started coming out or whatever, and he was like, it's an infection. It's an infection. So another doctor came in because I screamed like, when I say I screamed for him to put that needle in my leg, in my foot, and then the doctor and a security ran in there. That's how I knew it was bad. She walked in and she like, wait, you're not going home. This infection is going up her leg. So by now I'm scared as hell. So I'm like, okay. So then she tried to get the infection out, and I was in so much pain because even she was numbing my foot and I wasn't feeling a lot of my foot, but for some reason it was still burning. And then when she got by my toes, I just couldn't take it. So she was like, you know what, we just gonna let her chill, and we're gonna go and we're gonna admit her. So then they put me in another bed in another part of the hospital, and another surgeon came in, and she was like, we're gonna just give you they gave me an injection for anxiety to calm me down. Then they numb my foot again, and then they had some nurse come and sit by me and talk me through it while she did my foot. So she was able to get all the infection out and stuff that she could before they feed me the antibiotics through my IV and stuff. They want to get as much as they can out, but it was hurting so bad. I stayed in the hospital from Tuesday, and I got out on Thanksgiving afternoon. But when I tell y'all, and I'm making this video to tell you, follow your first mind. If you know something is just not right, check it out. I don't care what these doctors keep telling you, because sometimes when you go to the emergency room, they just try to give you something to get you. They just for pain relief and to send you home and let your doctor figure it out. But when you know something is wrong and know something is wrong, you have to. You have to check it out. Like, what if I just would have let it go as, oh, my foot is fractured, and that shit would have just got up so far up my leg, then I would have had to get it cut off or something. Because they was like, you are so lucky you came in at the time that I had came in. And I'm just like, I'm so glad I followed my first mind. I'm so happy. So like I said, follow your first mind. If something happened to you, I don't care what it is. You know, it might have cost me a little penny to have to deal with it, but you know what I'm saying, I just have to deal with it. I'm finally gonna go back to work on Wednesday, and I'm praying that I can be able to stand that long on my foot and be able to deal with it. But I have to go back to work. There's no way that I can just sit at home and be broke. That ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to work. Y'all just pray for me that I don't have to work so hard. You know, it's Christmas season, so might have to. But my job is cool where if I need to take a break and put my foot up, I can put my foot up. You know what I'm saying? I have to still go every day to the hospital to get my wound and bandage changed, because I still have like a hole in my toe, and they have to pack it and wrap it and all that kind of stuff. If you follow me on Snapchat, you will see when I be going to the doctor and stuff like that, because I always snap when I go to the doctor to let people see that like this shit is really painful. But yeah, follow your first mind. And if I hope this video helps somebody that just be thinking, hey, I just have a little pain, I can get through this. No, but if you know your pain ain't going away, deal with it. We can't keep letting ourselves waste away and then figure out, oh, somebody passed because they didn't just go get something checked out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, follow me on all social media sites by The Ghetto View, THA, not THE, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.